Welcome to SAFE. In this video, we'll walk through how to add a case, person, and item, the key components of building a case file. Let's get started with adding a new case. To create a new case, click Add Case. Start by entering a case number and selecting an offense type. These are required fields. Something to note about case numbers is that a specific format may be required by your organization. So check with your admin if you have any questions about the correct format for your agency or any other questions about how to enter your case numbers. Once you've entered your case number, select an offense type from the drop-down. In this example, let's select drug offense. Click Next to continue. On the next page, you'll see more information to add in order to create your case. Starting off, you'll see an option to assign a case officer. Select the officer or officers involved in the case here, or even assign a group, which saves you from having to enter all names one by one. Next, for the offense location, choose the location where the offense occurred. This is also integrated with Google Maps, so you'll be able to enter an address here. After the location is the offense date. Select the date here. By default, this displays the current date and time, but you can always update it to the specific time as needed. Next is tags. Tags improve searchability, organization, and case or item linking across the system. Add tags to help with future searches and link related cases here if applicable. Use the offense description field to provide details about the incident. Also, if your organization uses custom data forms, you'll see those fields here as well. Once you've entered all the information you need for this case, you'll see the Save button at the bottom. To the right of it is the next step, which in this case is to add a person. To create your case and go directly to the next page, to add a person, select Save and Add a Person. Now you're on the Add a Person screen. From here, you can enter either a business name or a first and last name. If a business name hasn't already been added, a first and last name is required. Enter important information such as driver's license, demographic information, and address. You can also choose to add this person to a specific case. If you came directly from adding a case, it'll populate the case number at the bottom. Next, you'll need to select the person type, such as the suspect, victim, owner, witness, reporting party, and more. Similar to when creating the case, if your agency uses custom data forms for people, these additional fields will be displayed, and you can add information specific to your organization's setup as needed. When ready, scroll down to the bottom and select the Add an Item option from the drop-down, and then click Save. You'll be taken directly to the page to add items to your case. Now it's time to add an item. Start by entering or selecting an item category. Choose from a list of available choices. Then, record who recovered the item, where the item was recovered, and the recovery date. Be sure to provide a detailed description and select the custody reason, such as evidence or found property. All of these are required fields for your item. Similar to cases, you can add tags to group and search items more easily. Enter any tag names here and add them to your item. If the item is being checked in, be sure to assign a storage location. The very last thing to cover for items here is custom data forms. You may see custom data forms below, depending on the item category. For example, a drug form, currency form, or a firearm form. When you're done with creating this item, before saving this item, you'll need to choose what you want to do next. You can choose to add an item. This will save the item you just created and take you to a new item creation page. View the item you've just added. You can review it and edit it as needed from here. Add media or notes to the item. Enhance your item by adding further context or attaching important media files. View all items associated with the case. When you're finished entering items, this will take you back to the case view where you can print labels and further manage the items as necessary. Duplicate the item. This will carry over key details like category and recovery info for faster item creation. This is a good choice to help you save time when entering multiple items on one case. And Split the item. Splitting an item creates two separate items while maintaining the relationship between the items. And that's it. You've now added a case, a person, and an item in SAFe. Want to learn more? Check out our other training videos, our support guide, or reach out to your system administrator for assistance.